A long time ago, maybe even before your great-great-grandmother was born, a small village experienced a big problem. It was always dry. The ground cracked from thirst, the sun was blazing hot, and there was nothing that would cool everything down. The flowers were crusty brown and broke at the slightest touch. The corn, squash, and beans were dying. At that time, there was a great warrior chief. He was a wonderful chief that was loved by everyone. He wanted to help the villagers with their problem. The great warrior chief searched everywhere for a solution. His search was long and hard, but sadly the chief died before finding help for the villagers. The awful news about the chief's death was brought to the village, and there was much sadness and grief. All hope was lost. After hearing of the great warrior chief's death, Glooskap, the great spirit, was filled with sorrow. He saw how the village was suffering, and he began to weep. The clouds began to swell from the tears made by Glooskap. He wept so much that they could no longer absorb the tears. There was a loud groan, and the clouds burst into drops of water. Tears had turned to raindrops and fell to the ground. When the people saw the water, they were overjoyed and worshipped the sky world immediately. They were saved. Due to the great chief's accomplishments, the sky world welcomed him as a spirit. The crops flourished and the villagers were thrilled. But when the chief passed into the sky world, the rain suddenly stopped. Glooskap was no longer sad, and the crops were saved, so there was no need for the rain to fall. Miraculously, the sky opened up. A wonderful hunting bow made of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple stretched across the sky from the sea to the mountains. The men stopped their conversations. The mothers put down their corn spades, and the children stopped playing. Everyone pointed at the beautiful sign. The rainbow, as we now call it, was a sign from the chief that he would always be with the villagers and protect them. From then on, whenever someone passes away, they do not mourn. Instead, they rejoice their life and wait for the rain and the beauty that comes after, the rainbow. Now, after it rains, be sure to look out at the beautiful rainbow and know that someone is protecting and watching over you.